Here's Stephen Phillips. Well, all right. It's Loophole coming at you live on this Tuesday, sitting in for Steve Phillips, who is out of town on his way down to Panama City Beach. I got Rob Moyer here. What's going on, Rob?
Hey, buddy. Hi, Wes. Everybody's IQ is going up 20 points this week with you and I filling in.
I don't know about that. Well, how's the world treating you, man?
It's great, man. I'm looking forward to the big election tonight. You know, for a political junkie, what more could you want?
Why? What's going on today?
It's election day.
That's right.
People got to go vote.
People got to go vote. That's right. Get off of work, get out and go vote. It does not take long. It will just take a few moments. So what's going on in Union County? I know statewide we've got the Public Service Commission. Is there something else going on in Union County?
Yeah, we've got that new sales tax on the ballot, which is getting a lot of excitement. By the way, last I heard, only 3,000 people have early voted as of the other day. I'm not sure if that's the final number, but it's going to be close. That's not enough people voting, on something this big. The two public service commissioners don't really impact our lives up here like they do folks in Atlanta.
Right.
But I still want Republicans controlling that commission versus the crazy left. So, but the 1% sales tax is the big thing. Man, I don't know which way this is going to go. It seems pretty split. I can't get a feel for which way it's going to go.
I've heard strong arguments going both ways.
Yeah, I mean, I'll tell you, I voted no. Simple fact, I don't like giving governments new revenue streams ever. And so even if it's used well in the next, 3 or 4 years, maybe under the current commissioner, we have no idea who the next commissioner will be, what the financial shape of the county will be, and it could easily be abused. So I don't know. I don't like giving them new revenue streams, period.
Right. Well, as we said, it is election day. There's elections going on all over the country, not just down here. It's going on in New York as well.
Yeah, so we got some big elections now. The Democrats are going to try to make this a bellwether election to say, because I think the Democrats are going to have a really good day. Because most of these elections are being held in very liberal places, right? So you start in New Jersey, that's probably the best chance that the GOP has for pulling a rabbit out of the hat with Jack Ciattarelli, over Mikey Sherrill. But I'm looking at prediction markets right now, and they're only giving Jack an 18% chance. So that's not that great. Yeah. It is a blue state that is trying to get towards purple. Trump did a lot better there this last election than he did previously, but it's just not enough purple, I don't think. So I think Mikey Sherrill will probably pull that out. In Virginia, I think you got two really big things going on that killed the Republicans. One, the government shutdown, because so many government employees live in Virginia. Northern Virginia is right across the Potomac River. Yep. I would say at least half the government workers live there, if not more. So that's one thing. And then secondly, I just don't think Winsome Earl Sears was a really good candidate. She's a smart person. She's qualified. Yep. I like her policies. Mm-hmm. She just doesn't come across as a nice person. She doesn't have that personal appeal like the old, Clinton? You want to sit down and have a beer with him kind of thing.
Bill Clinton, not Hillary.
Yeah, exactly. So
to be fair, I probably want to have
a beer on those, and
then beer and a shot.
Yeah, several beers.
Lots of beers. And then you got Prop 50 in California, and man, that's just California. What else do I need to say?
Right. Tell me about New York City.
New York City. So this is the one I'm really hoping that, as much as I can't stand the man, I hope Cuomo wins this one. Yeah. But I will admit there's a part of me that says I kind of hope Mondami wins, because then New York will get what it deserves, and the country can see, with all the news media of the world right there, what happens when socialism and communism takes over. And maybe it'll be a really good lesson learned by the midterms.
Well, I tell you what, I read a poll this morning is by Real Clear Polling. It said that about 765,000 New York City residents will leave if Mondani wins, and roughly 2.12 million, which is about 25% of the whole population of New York City, would consider leaving. So, I mean, talk about repercussions
Well, the bigger number will be, or more interesting number, how many businesses leave New York City.
Yeah.
Because they're going to be the ones that pay the real brunt of all these new taxes. And man, can you imagine free buses? I mean, isn't that just like a rolling homeless shelter in the
Pretty
winter?
much. Yeah.
Pretty much, yeah. I mean, if I'm homeless, like, let's see, I can go sleep on a cold, rainy sidewalk, or hey, there's a nice warm bus.
Yeah, and I can maybe go to Central Park or something. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
sure,
buses, everyone knows, don't cost anything to maintain, and they don't take fuel, and they don't need new tires, they don't need belt changes, they don't need transmission work. So it's a free bus service is completely doable.
And the bus driver does it out of the kindness of
Of
heart,
course,
right?
yeah, they don't need to get paid.
No,
Yeah.
no benefits, no retirement plan, none of that.
Sure.
Yeah. So that sounds like a great idea to me.
Yeah.
And I can't wait to go stand in line for bread at the government-owned grocery store.
Have you ever been to a government-owned grocery store, regardless of the country?
No, thank God I've not.
I have. I went to one in Cuba.
Oh,
Just
really?
as you would imagine it was. It was sad. It was horrible. There were people there that wanted things. Actually, quite frankly, the grocery store that I went to was meant for tourists. So the locals weren't even allowed to walk in there, first and foremost. Second of all, yeah, the shelves were empty. When I got out, I got this. I felt a tug on my pant leg. I turned around as this little girl, and she said in Spanish, she says, "I'm hungry," and I said, "Oh, well, I will buy you food." No, I'm sorry. I went to give her money. Her mom came over again in Spanish, said, no, thank you, sir. We don't need money. We need food.
Wow.
So I went back in there and I bought whatever they had, which wasn't a lot. It was like a can of tuna and a loaf of bread. And that was pretty much it. And I gave it to him, and that was that. But man, if that right there is a show of a sign of what's going to happen with these stores in New York City, man, that town has no clue what is about to happen.
Yeah, I mean, it's just a disaster. And then you're going to run out the for-profit grocery stores, and it'll just snowball, right? So how can I compete against a government store that's going to sell food at next to nothing, right? So
yeah,
and no profit. So I don't know, man. I hope Donald Trump keeps his word when he says I'm going to stop giving New York City money if this happens, because money's fungible, right? We've talked about that on the show before. And we might think we're giving them money for education or whatnot, but we're really giving them money to ride around a free house on wheels and free food at the grocery store. So
well, and if Trump tries to withhold money, we all know what's going to happen.
The district court judge will block it.
Yeah.
We got to do something about these judges, man. They're out of control.
Well, the appellate level seems to be reeling them in a little bit, but of course, if you're in DC, it doesn't matter. The appellate court's just as crazy as the district courts. Did you hear about what happened in Michigan, in Dearborn, over Halloween weekend? They stopped the terror plot. There are these two terrorists in Dearborn, 20-year-old. One's name is Mohammed Ali and the other is Majed Mahmoud. They were arrested. They were charged with conspiracy to commit terrorism acts on Halloween. The police confiscated 3 AR-15s, 2 shotguns, 4 pistols, and over 1,600 rounds of ammo.
Well, it's okay, Steve, because their defense attorney said yesterday that it was all just gaming out a plot for a video game. It wasn't real. Yeah.
The video games always use the real AR-15s. That's right.
Yeah, I shoot my TV with mine all the time, you know.
Well, that's only when you accidentally turn to CNN.
Yeah, right. So, that's. I'm glad they caught him. I mean, that sounds like it could have been bad, right?
Yeah. Did you hear about we're talking about this with Harry on the last hour. Up in Oregon, there was a former county commissioner who decided it would be a good idea to take some money from her mother's boyfriend. Took out $29,000 for something, and then just took out $1,000 just to put in her pocket. She then took her son out of school, flew down to Mexico. This is all allegedly, of course. Then, while in Mexico, purchased a plane ticket from Mexico to Amsterdam, all with her. I think the plane ticket from Mexico to Amsterdam probably used up the rest of that $30,000 that she stole. So I don't know what she's gonna do with $30,000.
I didn't know how to start my morning because I tuned in and I said, "Oh my God, I have to agree with Harry. If you're going to commit the crime of stealing money, it better be $3 million at least, not $30,000."
Yeah.
Right? I mean, what are you thinking?
Get you good for a couple of months. That's about it.
Maybe.
I don't know, man. I can go through 3 million in Amsterdam pretty quick.
What was the name of that movie, Packy? Up in Smoke?
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. Cheech and Chong.
Yeah. So I heard they found some emails. They found some emails belonging to one James Comey.
Uh-oh.
Did you hear about that one?
Yeah, I just saw the headline, but I didn't have time to read it. So fill me in.
Yeah. So federal prosecutors just released a whole mess of emails. He's clearly in there. He pretty thought that Hillary Clinton was going to win. Pretty much said, "Oh, for sure she's going to win." And when she does, when President-elect Hillary Clinton is named, she will appreciate what I did. She will love what I did, and I will be a king in her eyes, or words to that effect. Apparently, he knew, and this is all proven in the emails. His aide Dan Richman was in fact feeding information to the New York Times. Comey knew about it. Not only did he know about it, but he commented at one point that who knew this would be this much fun, as a reply to one of the emails from Richmond when he said he was working on the New York Times and trying to work with them on Hillary's email story. And then he said, someday they'll figure it out. My decision will be one a President-elect Clinton, I'm reading this, bear with me, will be one a President-elect Clinton will be very grateful for, although that wasn't why I did it.
Yeah, right. And I'm reading the article while I'm listening to you or scanning it, and where did they find this treasure trove of new emails? It was Hillary Clinton's private email server in her basement. So
I thought she destroyed that and used sledgehammers and whatnot.
It says they've discovered thousands of new emails. So yeah, I guess she didn't destroy them good enough.
The bleach didn't work.
No.
You mean like with a cloth?
You with a cloth wipe?
Yeah. Well, I used to be in the IT world selling stuff, and there's a company out there, I don't remember the name of it, that specializes in recovering damaged hard drives. And I was at a trade show, and I saw examples of hard drives that they were able to get data off of that had been through floods and fire and smashed with hammers. I mean, anything you can imagine. And they still able to get data off those things. So I bet you Kash Patel went to somebody like that and said, figure out what was on these hard drives.
Yeah.
And thank God this is all coming out, because
amen. It's coming out now.
This is the government trying to dictate to us who our president will be.
That's exactly right.
And that's that's the most un-American, unconstitutional thing I can think of. That's an act of a traitor.
But hold on a second. Trump did say that he questioned the 2020 election, and we all know that is a sin. That is punishable by firing squad, and your entire reputation will be destroyed.
Not only that, you get blocked on Twitter.
Get blocked on Twitter.
Yeah. Facebook.
Well, speaking of Twitter and Facebook and online and social medias and YouTubes, we're going to about take a break. Before we do, we want to thank Young Harris Water Sports, our sponsor for today. Give them a call. I know it's wintertime. Your boat will need winterizing, and they do that too. So give them a call, 706-896-0834. We will see you back on the other side.
And now with more news for Western North Carolina and North Georgia, I'm Jeff Batten. For the first time in several years, the Towns County Sheriff and the Hiawassee Chief of Police met to discuss a working relationship and maybe just to clear the air. Police Chief Paul Smith and Interim Sheriff Anthony Coleman met in Smith's office Friday afternoon.
Right from the get-go, he offered to help with anything that we need, and vice versa. It's going to be a positive working relationship between the departments.
Throughout his 2 terms, Sheriff Ken Henderson had grown agitated at the city force over a variety of perceived wrongdoings, one of which ultimately led to his current suspension and arrest. It would not have been an overreaction for a city resident to ponder whether his or her safety was being compromised by the tensions.
They deserve the exact same measures as anyone else in this county. I want to reassure them that during this tenure that I'm here, I'm going to try to show them that we care about them. I want to work with them. I want to work with the police department.
More on this story at WJRBradio.com. Hayesville mayoral candidate Benita England is hoping for a big turnout tonight as municipal election season concludes in North Carolina. The current council member is squaring off with Michael Castellano for the town's top spot. England says townspeople are interested in cosmetic and safety issues around town and the lack of the town's visibility at public events, unquote. Of course, how to manage growth in Hayesville is an omnipresent issue. In Andrews, Mayor James Reed is asking voters for a third term because, quote, we have a lot of unfinished business that I would like to see followed through, unquote. He faces alderwoman Brandy Smith. And in Murphy, 6 candidates are battling for, 6 town council seats. If there are no write-ins, then everyone wins. As Mayor Tim Radford chuckled, quote, I hope that means people think we're doing a good job, unquote. Check back on our Facebook page tonight for election results and reaction. I'm Jeff Batten.
Nothing shines brighter under the Friday night's heights than a brand new Ford, and no better place to buy than Jackie Jones Ford in Hayesville. Take advantage of models in stock and on the lot at Jackie Jones Ford in Hayesville. From the moment you walk into the showroom, you'll know our commitment to customer service is second to none. Jackie Jones Ford of Hayesville, 1493 Highway 64 West, 828-389-6325, and online at jjfordhayesville.com.
Nobody plans to call a personal injury lawyer. Most of my clients never thought they'd file a claim until they were stuck with medical bills, missed work, and an insurance company that won't listen. I'm Daniel Duello. I'm not here to stir things up. I'm here to fix what's broken when someone else causes harm. Call the law office of Daniel R. Duello, 706-603-3036. Serving North Georgia with honesty and respect. DUELLO law.com.
Hey there, Will Nelson, Nelson Tractor. With the year wrapping up, it's the perfect time to upgrade your equipment. Take advantage of a Section 179 tax deduction and get the tough Kubota tools you need for the new year. Write it off the lot and write it off your taxes. Make sure to ask us about Kubota's special financing offers. We have locations in Blairsville, Jasper, and Dalton. Experience the difference with Nelson Tractor. See your tax advisor for details. Learn more at KubotaUSA.com.
Blairsville RV Sales is locally owned and family operated, offering top brands and outstanding service with some of the best prices in North Georgia. No hidden fees ever, and we always include free delivery. Right now, mention you heard this ad on our station and you'll receive a free startup kit with purchase that includes all hoses, attachments, and everything you need to be set up and ready to camp. Blairsville RV Sales, small town charm, big time savings. Visit BlairsvilleRVSales.com. That's BlairsvilleRVSales.com.
Your Feel Better starts here.
Your Feel Better starts with Healthy Smiles by Dr. B in Hayesville. Are you afraid or embarrassed to smile because of decayed or discolored teeth? Dr. B uses the latest white fillings, all porcelain crowns, and laser teeth whitening. Visit healthysmilesbydrb.com and get the beautiful smile you've always wanted, so you can start feeling better about yourself. Call 828-389-7305 to make an appointment.
Are you looking for a local primary care physician? Are you looking for a practice where you see your doctor and only your doctor? If yes, then come on down to Hillcrest Medical Center. Dr. Hayden Scheffler has come back to Blairsville to open his internal medicine practice. Dr. Scheffler will see all adults 18 and over and takes most insurances. He can take care of all your primary care needs and be your advocate if you seek specialty care. For an appointment, call 706-487-7580. That's 706-487-7580. You'll be glad you did.
The Morning Dish.
The Tuesday Morning Dish is powered by Young Harris Water Sports. You want to deal with people who love boats? You've come to the right place. From a new covered storage facility to boat consignment services, it's all in one place with Young Harris Water Sports.
All right, we are back. Back at you. We should probably get rid of that.
Yeah, I have an employee complaint right off the bat. I'm looking at the whole break. I've had to look at a picture of Nancy Pelosi's face over a margarita. Are you guys trying to put me in a punishment closet or what?
Yeah.
I mean,
yes, we are. Yes,
dude,
we are.
How's that? We can make it that one.
Maybe we can go that one.
Chuck Schumer.
That's better. That's a little better, but man, not Nancy Pelosi for that long.
I'll tell you what. The reason we went with Nancy Pelosi is based on Marazi Dotes' comment about Scott Wiener, because Nancy was asked on some interview whether she's going to run for re-election, and she did not answer the question. Yeah. But I will tell you that Scott Wiener has announced that he is running for her seat. Remember Scott Wiener?
I don't think I do.
Scott Wiener.
Anthony or Scott? Is it?
I remember Anthony.
Oh, is Anthony Weiner? Oh, that was Anthony Weiner.
Anthony
Oh,
Weiner's
maybe it's a
gonna
different
run
Weiner. It might be a different Weiner.
I
I was all excited. I thought it was Anthony Weiner. That's too bad.
Oh, so it's a different Weiner.
It's a different Weiner.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's good because Anthony Weiner has no business being in Congress or anything else for that matter.
He had little issues, did he not?
One or two.
Yeah.
So I actually felt sorry for his wife, even though I didn't like her either. But
you felt sorry for Huma Abedin?
Yeah, a little bit, having to put up with him.
Wow.
Yeah, I know.
Maybe. Go ahead.
I have a tiny bit of a heart, not much of one, but it's in there somewhere.
Despite what people say about you.
Right.
So, So, what do you think of old Chuck Schumer?
Man, they've got themselves in a corner that I don't know how they're going to get themselves out of. I mean, if they cave and reopen the government, the radical left is going to go nuts.
Yeah.
And I think people get primaried left and right, and including Chuck Schumer, which a lot of people think this is what this is all about. AOC trying to primary him, right?
Right.
But on the other hand, their core demographic is the needy, and so here we have SNAP benefits for 42 million Americans. Although the judge is going to force Trump to spend a reserve fund that's going to pay for about half of it the first month, from what I read. So then I want to know who chooses which kid goes hungry and which kid gets to eat.
Right.
Or you just cut everybody's in half, I guess. So I don't know what they're going to do about this, man. I think they've really put themselves back in a corner, and I don't see a good way out for them. And it's all over something so stupid, because a clean resolution is so rare in politics. A clean continuing resolution is what the Republicans offered. There's no additional legislation in there, no additional spending, no spending cuts from some Democrats' favorite programs. It was just a clean funding to keep the government going for another, 7 months, I think?
Yeah.
And then all they have to do is vote yes.
Whatever.
Okay, but several months. And all they got to do is vote yes. And everything, the kids get to eat, the employees get paid. And, I'll tell you what.
And they're saviors and they're heroes.
Yeah, you would think, right? And so I'll tell you what, I'm not getting on an airplane until this is resolved.
Well, I think Topper's on one right now.
I feel sorry for Topper because this weekend they were saying that the New York City area, air traffic control area, which is the busiest in the country, was down 80% staff-wise.
Yikes.
That's scary, man.
That's scary. That is very scary.
The people that are working in air traffic control are working, 12-hour days and 6 days a week. So
yeah. You ever tried looking at a little bitty thing, a little blip that moves around on a radar screen constantly for 12 to 16 hours at a time?
You can't do it, man. You just can't do it. Typically they have to be relieved every 2 hours for a break, and hopefully that's still happening. But I don't. That's the last person on the planet I want. That and maybe my brain surgeon, to be overtired and overstressed and pissed off because they're not getting paid. And thinking about how am I going to pay for the groceries when I get off work today instead of thinking about my airplane.
Right.
So it's pretty frightening.
Yeah. Well, and on the same subject of Chuck Schumer, he came out and posted that he wants to sue CBS for editing Trump's 60 Minutes interview. Did you see that?
No, I didn't see that.
Yeah, he's like, oh, he edited, and I want to sue 60 Minutes, and I want my millions of dollars, and And he's of course leaving out the fact that Kamala Harris's edits were actually deceptive,
Yeah.
and and Trump's were edited only for time. And by the way, they simultaneously released a full transcript of the entire interview so that people, who missed parts could get the whole thing. Did they do
Right.
that with Kamala?
No, and it wasn't just deceptive with Kamala. They actually cut out an
Changed
answer,
an
and
answer.
put in a new one. Yeah.
Yeah.
During an election period, again, trying to rig an election. So yeah, a little bit different.
And speaking of selective edits, we've got the same thing that was going on with the BBC that put out that video about Trump on January 6th. They took the beginning of what he said, which was, okay, let's go down to the Capitol. The next thing he said was, and peacefully make our voices be heard, or whatever he said. What the BBC did was they took a line that he said exactly 54 minutes later, which was, we will fight. And they spliced that so it looked like he said, let's go down to the Capitol and we will fight.
No.
It's not what he said. It's not what happened.
Never said that.
Yeah.
So what do you think of Barry Weiss, the woman that owned the Free Press and has now been put in as the president of CBS News? Do you like
Love
her?
it. Yes, love it. Love her. She's going to make some changes. We're already seeing changes. I mean, we're already seeing pushbacks on some interviews. I love it. I've been reading her stuff for a couple years now.
I didn't know a lot about her, but I started watching her podcast.
Yeah,
and I like her. So
Yeah,
certainly
yeah,
a lot
she's
better.
good.
She's very smart. She seems certainly middle of the road, if not leaning right a little bit.
Yeah.
And I don't care if CBS leans right. I just want fair,
That's right.
unbiased news. Tell me what actually happened.
That's right.
That's not asking too much of our media.
Well, speaking of what actually happened, some of the things that were edited out, and again, it was only because, you asked Trump a question that you expect to take 5 seconds and he takes 5 minutes because that's the way he is.
Yeah.
There's no secret that Trump is really big into crypto. He's pushing crypto. He wants to lead China. He wants to be the world leader in crypto. Interestingly enough, you know why he's so keened in on crypto?
Why is that?
Because when he was being wrongfully prosecuted by the weaponized DOJ under Biden, and they seized all his bank accounts and they seized all his money, cryptocurrency was the only thing that he could do. It's the only means by which he was able to get some sort of money flow, some sort of cash flow, and it was all through cryptocurrency.
Okay.
That right there is what spurred his interest in crypto, and that's why we're seeing what we're seeing out of him.
Well, it also ties into he's, very pro AI and realizes we have to win the AI race, which is something I've been really digging into lately as an investor. And crypto is a natural tie-in to AI. Eventually, you're going to have an AI agent that represents you. It's going to be your digital twin. I'm going to have mine, and I'm going to say, oh, I owe Steve, $20 for lunch today. And go ahead and send him $20, and it's going to be a crypto exchange from my AI to yours.
Yeah.
It just happened automatically, and that is the future. I don't know if it's next year or 10 years from now, but it's coming.
And then my AI will then reply back to you and say, no, it was actually 30.
Yeah, right. Well, no, and Stephen Phillips will be still saying, "Can you co-sign this for me?"
Yeah.
So. But I mean, so I think he realizes that, crypto and AI is definitely the future. It all ties together, and we have to be the winner in both.
Yeah, we do.
Now, his sons are making money in crypto, and I'm okay with that as long as it's legitimate business. Unlike, oh, Hunter, what a great artist you are. Let me pay you $1 million for that painting of a dog that my 2-year-old could have done.
You did with your straw and your paint.
Yeah, because I want a meeting with your dad, so it's a little different.
Yeah,
and I haven't seen any evidence of that where the Trump children are, trying to sell access to their father.
Dad's name, yeah.
Yeah.
Did you hear? So moving on. It's election day. There's going to be a lot of intimidation going on. Political violence, man. I read a horrible survey. just this morning that read that more than 1 in 3 young Americans believe that sometimes political violence is justified.
Yeah, I saw that.
Man, that's I've got 4 kids. I got 4 teenagers. So which one of them? Yeah, which one of them is going to be the one I got to bail out of jail because they believed in political violence?
Yeah, and
But is it sometimes justified? Is it never justified?
Violence ain't ever justified unless it's self-defense.
Didn't we fight a war when we founded this country?
That was
I'm with Packy. I'm with Packy on this.
Self-defense,
I'm
man.
just playing devil's advocate.
We were getting taxed without representation. It was self-defense. They were attacking us, and we were getting nothing for it. That's self-defense.
Well, we had like a 2.5% tax on a breakfast beverage back then. Tea.
Yeah.
Now we pay like 60% of our tax. 60% of our income on taxes.
And I will tell you that had they had the Keurig machines back then, it'd been a lot more than the tax on that because those things ain't cheap.
That's true.
Yeah.
But no, I mean, yeah, of course there would be a point if the government was truly throwing the Constitution in the trash, and we have a obligation almost to take control, right?
Yeah.
But the left is claiming that Donald Trump's doing that, but he's not. So
didn't Thomas Jefferson say that? Didn't he say the tree of liberty is sometimes, or the tree of liberty has to be sometimes refreshed with the blood of patriots and tyrants? It is
blood of tyrants. Yeah, blood of tyrants. Yeah, but Trump's not ignoring the Constitution like the left is screaming on all the left media every day, and all the left politicians are screaming that he's Hitler, he's a fascist, he's this, he's that. Yeah. When a judge, even an idiot district federal judge, makes a stupid decision, Trump's honoring the judge.
Right.
And then he appeals it. And if the appeals court overturns it, then great. If not, he's honoring the appeals court. So he is not just roughshotting over the Constitution like the left claims he is. It's very frustrating.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
you want to talk Hitler, you want to talk Nazis. Look what happened in Germany. Just I think it was last night. And Antifa firebombed a car who they knew belonged to a right winger. And this is in Germany. And they said MAGA freaks will follow Charlie Kirk into where the devil likes to hang out a lot, down where it's all fiery and gated and so forth.
Wow.
Yeah, in Germany.
California.
Yeah, right. Yeah,
that's not good.
It's insane. It's insane.
Yeah, and I saw in England now, of course, you can get put in jail for a meme or saying something unwoke on text or Twitter, and they've arrested 12,000 people so far, put them in jail for a tweet or a meme.
That's in England.
In England, yeah. So. Yeah, so now maybe the English citizens have a right to start thinking about stocking up their muskets, because that's pretty bad.
Yeah, that's no good.
That's core freedom, right? No, so, of course, they don't have a First Amendment, but they've always had free speech.
Well, speaking of free speech,
modern history,
I will speak freely about Young Harris Water Sports because it is time to take a break. We want to thank them for being our sponsor. Once again, it is winter time, but that means you got to winterize your boat. Bring it to Young Harris Water Sports. Give them a call to set that up. 706-896-0834.
Young Harris Water Sports and RV, now offering new RVs and boats from top brands like Grand Design, Rockwood, Cedar Creek, Godfrey Pontoons, Hurricane Deck Boats, Monterey Bowriders, Robalo Center Consoles, and more. Now offering a closeout sale on all 2024 boats and RVs. Young Harris Water Sports and RV has the largest service center and parts and accessories selection in the area, so there's no reason to leave the mountains. Young Harris Water Sports and RV, located at 3676 Highway 76, or online at yhmarineandrv.com. Let's go!
Property values are increasing, so why not protect your biggest investment, your home, with a Green Tree metal roof? Obviously, a metal roof is stronger and longer lasting than shingles, but Green Tree Metals uses the cool chemistry Axo Nobel paint system that comes with a lifetime film integrity warranty against cracking and peeling. Learn why you should ask your contractor to install a Green Tree metal roof at greentreemetals.com.
Green Tree Metal, coolest roof around.
It's Christmas morning, so calm and cozy. Wait, Johnny just got an electric guitar?
Why does Timmy have a drum set?
This year, say goodbye to Silent Nights, Ibanez guitars, PV amps, and Yamaha drum sets for when the Christmas cheer really needs to be felt.
Santa, why?
Do your Christmas shopping at Alpha Music in Murphy, because Let It Snow needs a killer guitar solo. Alpha Music, 828-835-3302.
Hey, it's Judy. At Blairsville Eye Care, we keep things clear, comfortable, and caring, just like life here in the mountains. You already know Dr. John Hollier. Now meet Dr. Andre Barron, bringing over 20 years of experience to our community. With 60 years of combined expertise, we handle everything from routine eye exams to complex eye conditions, and of course, contact lenses and eyeglasses. Call 706-745-2020 today or online at blairsvilleeyecare.com.
Leon's Floors in Blairsville has been serving the entire North Georgia and Western North Carolina area since 1977. They're experts in all types of flooring and installation for residential and commercial projects. Leon's Floors is a multi-generation family-owned business with a long-standing reputation for knowledge, professionalism, and integrity. Your new floors will look great and provide years of lasting satisfaction. Their huge variety of materials and styles can be seen at their convenient showroom at 568 Murphy Highway in Blairsville, or call 706-745-9433.
Epic Eatery and Mel's Place is the area's premier spot for excellent cuisine and atmosphere. Come join us weekly for lunch, dinner, and Sunday brunch. Epic Eatery and Mel's Place features some of the best local music with our old-time bluegrass jam every Thursday and choice music acts Friday and Saturdays. Also, this fall, enjoy our Oktoberfest menu for dinner. You don't have to drive all the way to Helen for real German food and brews. That's Epic Eatery and Mel's Place on Highway 69 in Hayesville next to the Mountain Valley Feed Store across the street from the Clay County ABC. It's going to be epic.
The Morning Dish. Young Harris Water Sports says it may be Tuesday, but on the lake, every day's the weekend. Young Harris Water Sports is ranked #1 in customer service and boasts the #1 full marine service department in the mountain area. So make it the best Tuesday ever at Young Harris Water Sports.
All right, speaking of best Tuesdays ever, welcome back to the best Tuesday ever on the Morning Dish. I got Rob Morrow with me here. Moyer, excuse me.
Moyer.
I was thinking Rob Morrow, like tomorrow, because
tomorrow
as well.
Tomorrow.
Yeah, you will. Right on. And Steve Phillips has decided to drive down to Panama City today, so he is not here. We are trying desperately to man the helm in his absence.
Hey, speaking of tomorrow, if I can interject real quick.
Certainly, man.
I'll be in studio tomorrow and the rest of the week with you in person. And tomorrow we have Tommy Townsend joining us.
Awesome.
And we're promoting a benefit concert that he's doing for the Appalachian Veterans Memorial Park. Excuse me. So Tommy and two other guys from the Waymore's Outlaws, Jerry Jiggers Bridges and Jeff Hale, are going to do a show called Three of a Kind, and they're going to play some of the new Waylon songs that were discovered in the back of the filing cabinet. Yeah. And tell stories about what it was like to be on the road with Waylon and on the bus, backstage, and all that kind of stuff. Very cool. Tickets, there's a limited number of tickets, so please go to theveteranspark.org. That's theveteranspark.org to buy your tickets. It's the only way you can buy tickets.
And what night is this?
More about tomorrow. It's this Saturday at 6:00.
Right on.
At Granddaddy Mims. So you can get a big cocktail and some moonshine and listen to some new Waylon songs. Whoever thought you'd say that, right?
Right. Yeah, that's cool, man. I mean, yeah, if you don't know, when Tommy was in here last time, he was talking about how they found a whole treasure trove of songs from Waylon that he maybe started or cut or did some on and didn't finish. And so they're working on that. And
they released an album already, I think.
They've already released the album. That's right.
First batch, yeah, but there's more coming too. So
you're a good songwriter when you just forget you have songs. You know what I mean? You're just with me, I've got like a thing that I write in, you know what I mean? And I'll go look back the next morning. I'm like, well, that's really lame. Like, man, I'm weird. Like, why did I write that?
Yeah, and I heard that they found the same kind of thing in Eddie Van Halen's house. So
yeah,
I really can't wait to hear what Wolfgang does with that. So
yeah, Wolfgang and Alex, I think, are working on it together. Are they not?
Yeah, that's what I read. So I'm a big Van Halen fan, so I'm excited about that one.
Yeah, me too.
So
Josh Lowe asked, will Gary Chapman still be on for Wild Wednesdays? Absolutely.
Yeah.
We will have Gary on tomorrow.
Excellent.
It's a shame Pat Malone won't be here to enjoy that, but
well, he might. I mean, he can always his little procedure will be done by then, so maybe he can call in. Like Harry said this morning off the air, if Pat could lose a leg and will still find a way to come in, and be on the radio. So.
Hey, Pat on morphine could be fun.
That's true.
Yeah,
that's very true. He'll be smiling a lot.
Because we all know when you mix morphine and Irish whiskey, you never know what you're going to get, right? So
that's right. That's right. So you heard about the UN and their climate council thing coming up in Brazil. They're calling it COP30.
No, what are they doing now?
Well, they're having some climate change summit, and the U.S. will not be attending, which is a good thing. The UN chief, when he was announcing it, he was calling for all the participating countries to, of course, drastically reduce their emissions control. More importantly, he wants them to contribute $1.5 trillion to climate justice.
$1.5 trillion.
Trillion dollars toward
with
climate
a T.
justice.
With a T.
With a T.
As in trillion.
As in trillion. I don't think it's all at once. I think it's over time. But yeah, $1.5 trillion towards climate justice. And then he said, oh yeah, because look at poor Jamaica, because yes, they got decimated because of climate change.
I'm sorry, but these things called hurricanes were around 100 years ago, 200, 300, 400 years ago. They were hurricanes, right?
Yep.
That's what I thought. So the internal combustion engine was invented when, Smart Steve? Around 1902 or
early 1900s. Yeah.
So what caused the hurricanes before that?
The idea that we were going to create internal combustion engine.
Oh,
it was the thought, because it's all man-made.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that makes perfect sense.
Of course. It does.
You know what? I'll just fund it myself. Where do I send the check?
To Steve Harper, care of WJRB.
It'll make a nice rubber ball for you to play
there
with.
You go.
Yeah.
There you go.
1.5 trillion.
We got something to give away today. We're going to give away, first up, we have some Papa's Pizza, courtesy of the 3 locations, Hiawassee, Murphy, and Blairsville. And I think Smart Steve has got a question for us.
He does. So what new flavor did Jelly Belly create for Ronald Reagan's 1981 inauguration when he gave out the patriotic red, white, and blue Jelly Belly packs?
Yeah.
Brand
Good
new
one.
They created just for Ronald Reagan's 1981 inauguration. What was the flavor? And on that note, we will take a break, and we want to thank Young Harris Water Sports once again for sponsoring today's show, and we will be right back after this break.
Young Harris Water Sports and RV, now offering new RVs and boats from top brands like Grand Design, Rockwood, Cedar Creek, Godfrey Pontoons, Hurricane Deck Boats, Monterey Bowriders, Robalo Center Consoles, and more. Now offering a closeout sale on all 2024 boats and RVs. Young Harris Water Sports and RV has the largest service center and parts and accessories selection in the area, so there's no reason to leave the mountains. Young Harris Water Sports and RV, located at 3676 Highway 76, or online at yhmarineandrv.com. Let's go!
I tell you, Floyd, this asphalt's smoother than a greased peg at a county fair. Yeah.
That's SCC Asphalt Surfaces, Barney.
Yep, they've been paving Georgia and North Carolina for about 20 years now.
You don't say.
Yep, they can seal it, patch it, pave it quicker than you can say, nip it in the bud.
Do they have a phone number, Barney?
Oh, you just give them a call at 706-348-PAVE.
That's SCC Asphalt Surfaces, 706-348-7283.
Well, I needed some new tires, but I didn't know where to get them. I got old tires so bald that you can see the air inside them. New ones, gently used ones, they got Falcons and Coopers, whether you're driving a Corvette or a 65 Vista Cruiser. High Country Tire, cruising up and down these mountain roads in style. Give them a call, don't hesitate or contemplate, you'll appreciate it. It's High Country at 706-835-1488.
Chris here with the Loaded Cow. I'm joined by Olivia to explain why we have a cowbell by the front door. Tell them why, Olivia.
Come to the Loaded Cow and ring the bell. Oh, come to the Loaded Cow and ring the bell. Oh, my ice cream malicious, so utterly delicious. So come to the Loaded Cow and ring the bell.
If we've made you happy, Let us know by ringing the bell on your next visit to the Loaded Cow.
So you've got your eyes set on Lake Chatuge property. Well, what are you looking for in a realtor?
Are they a new firm or have they been here a while?
Mountain Realty in Hiawassee has been here well past a half century.
Do they know what's actually available on the lake?
Mountain Realty is very proud of being the only real estate office on the banks of Lake Chatuge.
I can see area listings and photos on your website, right?
MountainRealty.com breaks your choices down by lakefront homes, lake lots, river cabins and lots, or luxury homes. You can view all listings available in our area MLS. Scroll at your own pace. In fact, we're known as hometown lake specialists on Lake Chatuge. That's our story. So make an appointment with Mountain Realty, Main Street, Hiawassee. Call 706-896-2283. That's 706-896-2283. Mountain Realty. That's 706-896-2283. The Morning Dish. The Tuesday Morning Dish is powered by Young Harris Water Sports. You want to deal with people who love boats? You've come to the right place. From a new covered storage facility to boat consignment services, it's all in one place with Young Harris Water Sports.
Well, all right, Packy, who do we got on the line?
Hey, we got Diane Palmer on the phone. Hey, Diane.
Diane. So once again, the question, what new flavor did Jelly Belly come out with to celebrate Ronald Reagan's 1981 inauguration?
Blueberry.
Blueberry is correct. You are a winner. Outstanding. Packy, what you win, dude?
Hey, we got you a gift certificate for Papa's Pizza, Hiawassee, Murphy, and Blairsville. You can choose whichever one you want.
Okay, thanks. Y'all have a great day.
What? All right. Take care, Dan. I was going to ask what you're doing today. What are you doing today?
Oh, I have a lot of running around.
Oh, I will let you go to do your running around. Fair enough.
I'm already starting.
Well, then at least you don't have to cook dinner now.
Okay, I will. Y'all have a great day.
Thanks, Diane. Thanks for calling.
Hey, Steve, I got a trivia question for you, and you win absolutely nothing if you get
That's
it right.
Talk
So
to me.
what did presidents give away on Air Force One before Ronald Reagan switched it to little packs of jelly beans to all the passengers? They used to get something else.
Something you were just enjoying less than 2 minutes ago.
Maybe. That's correct.
Yes,
so you got
you're
little
right.
packs of cigarettes with the Air Force One logo on it. Yeah.
Yeah. Which I find, what are you going to do? You're smoking a cigarette on an airplane. Like, where are you going to go? It's a tube. Like, smoking on an airplane.
Yeah, but the smoking section was always more fun.
Of course it was.
Yeah.
Still is. Even though I don't
Yeah.
smoke. Even though I don't smoke. Yeah.
So
there's a lot of infighting going on with the shutdown. Even Charlemagne the God, you know who that is?
I do, yeah.
Yeah, that podcaster. Even he is saying, "Look, Democrats, you've lost the fight. Give up. Open the government. This is getting stupid. Just do your thing."
And John Fetterman, too, has been going all over TV saying the same thing.
Yep.
So, yeah, like I said, they got themselves in a corner here, and they're just going to have to cave.
Yeah.
Because I don't see Trump and the Republicans making any changes to a clean, again, it's a clean CR.
There's nothing to change.
No.
There's nothing there. Yeah.
So past that, open the government, and then you can debate for the next several months about whether we should keep funding Obamacare subsidies or not for people that make $400,000 a year, which what we're doing. So, talking about the Affordable Care Act, it's what a horrible name. It's been anything but. It's the Unaffordable Care Act.
But isn't that their sort of MO?
Well, yeah.
Inflation Reduction Act.
Anytime you let the government take over, a big section of the economy, it's going to turn to disaster. And let's just watch New York City, and we'll see it play out in real time next week. So,
Do we know? I was going to say, do we know when the inauguration would be?
I don't know when his inauguration is. I was just assuming at first that it was like the president, but it's probably not.
Yeah.
So I really don't know. It's a lot of mayors get sworn in on New Year's Day, so maybe that's the case.
Yeah.
I know here locally, our officials get sworn in on New Year's Day.
Yeah. And then they get sworn at for the rest of their term.
Yeah, right. So, unless you're the sheriff, and then you just get arrested, and
yeah,
that's a heck of a story I've been watching.
Yeah, but I will tell you what, I am very, very pleased. We talked about it in the last hour that, the new interim sheriff, Anthony Coleman, has already reached out to Chief of Police, Paul Smith. They're already working on a much better relationship, a much more cohesive relationship. Every single citizen of Towns County, every single resident of Towns County has got to be happy with that. Unless, of course, unless you're a criminal.
Yeah, because that is sorely needed in this situation. So no matter which side was at fault, it can't continue.
That's right. That's right.
So they got to kiss and make up, and it's the best for everybody, city and county residents, no doubt.
Do you know the only thing that would make this better? Is if a millionaire donated money to Towns County so that Towns County could afford 10 bulletproof cyber trucks the way Las Vegas did.
That would be cool.
That would be awesome.
I'm really close to buying a Cybertruck, and that's the only reason, because they're bulletproof. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Yeah.
So,
would you then like drive it out like down into Lake Notley and like into the lake? Like, have you ever seen that video where the one Cybertruck's like in the water driving around? It goes like
no.
Yeah.
Did you see what Elon said about the new Roadster that's way past due? Why it's so late?
I did not.
And he said it's going to be launched by the end of the year. And he hinted very strongly on Joe Rogan that it's going to fly.
That is awesome. I've been waiting for that since I was like 3 years old.
Who hasn't, right?
Yeah.
So
man.
I'll have to have one of those, man.
Yeah. Well,
the idea of Stephen Phillips flying around town kind of scares me.
Oh, he already flies around town.
Yeah, but I mean actually flying around.
Oh, you mean in the air? I got you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, man. If you find yourself in Chattanooga this Friday night, get yourself to Bud's Sports Bar, because my band will be playing there Friday from 10 to 1:30 in the morning.
Wow. Cool.
I went to bed at 9 p.m. last night.
Yeah.
I got to start playing at 10 p.m. on Friday.
And that's why I don't play in bands anymore. I can't stay up that late.
Yeah, I'm maybe taking a power nap that day. That's for sure.
Yeah, Rob, that's why you don't play in bands anymore.
Yeah, it's my excuse, Packy. I'm sticking to it, okay?
And then Saturday night, if you're in Copper Hill, go out to the waterfront. I will be doing a duo with my lead singer, Mark Henderson. Great singer. Good stuff. Little more acoustic that night. But I believe that is the exit music, is it not?
Sounds like it.
Mr. Moyer, we survived, man. Survived one without Steve Phillips.
We will the rest of the week, too.
We'll the rest of the week. But tomorrow we got Wild Wednesday with Gary Chapman. You going to be here tomorrow?
Oh, yeah, with Tommy Townsend, too.
Looking forward to it. It'll be the four of us. All right, we'll have a good time. Thank y'all for tuning in. We will see y'all tomorrow. Same time, same channel, same place. Love you guys.